When can I expect delivery? Peter, these apples look great.
All right, thank you so much. That's amazing. You are going to help so many people.
Port Blakely has been a family-owned business for more than a century. This Seattle-based company is a family of businesses specializing in sustainable forestry, real estate, and timber exports. Learning from the past and protecting our future resources is the most important part of Port Blakely's story.
My name is Renee Encinas. I'm the president and CEO of Port Blakely Companies. My family's owned Port Blakely since 1903. And my great-grandfather was one of those founding owners. The company's been in Washington since 1864 and started on Bainbridge Island. My early memories of the industry were focused primarily through the company and my exposure to it. So my first concerns and my first knowledge were very similar to the same kinds of concerns as foresters and people who've worked the land, which is to do the right thing by the land and take care of it so that you're passing it on, but also as a natural resource to make use of it for the benefit of the current and future generations.
Private forests play a huge role in the future of this state. Forests provide clean water, clean air, recreation, habitat for wildlife, and we provide products for housing across the world. It's vitally important to this state, the region, and the world that forestry stays on the landscape. 20 years ago, every time it had rained, and hard rains in Washington, I'd lay awake at night wondering what roads were failing or what culverts were blocked. And what we've done to upgrade our roads now, I sleep at night during the heaviest rains. When we had the storms of 2007 and 2008, we had minimal damage to our roads. It's phenomenal the amount of effort that we've put in to keeping our roads on the landscape, both for the environment and for the company's bottom line.
I work closely with the biologist. After they tell me we have a fish stream and we have a road barrier, well then I go out and assess it, do a design, prescribe the structure that's best suited for that stream, the gradient, the width. There's a lot of factors that go into each crossing. As a leadership role, we started right out of the gate in 2000. We inventoried our roads in year one. All of our roads company-wide. They give us 5, we got them in 1. Then we started doing our work right the same year we started inventorying. So we started replacing fish barriers. We had basically our whole ownership done in 3 years. The bottom line goals of the Forest and Fish program were to make it so the fish could access their habitat upstream beyond artificial fish barriers, keep the water clean and cool, and keep a viable timber industry moving in Washington State.
To help meet its 21st century recycling goals, Seattle completed the construction of a state-of-the-art recycling and disposal facility in 2012. Designed specifically to improve safety and efficiency, the South Transfer Station handles approximately 180,000 tons of garbage, recycling, food, and yard waste each year.
More than 100,000 cars and trucks drive through this facility a year. There are separate areas where commercial and residential customers can dispose of their waste.
The new South Transfer Station is environmentally friendly. The roof lets in natural light to reduce electricity use, and the landscaping is full of native plants that require less water.
The building has a main floor area of 100,000 square feet and sits on a 9.5-acre site. A lot of the artwork featured on the site has been created from reused items, including these huge deck sections from the old South Park Bridge. Our entrances feature a montage of old local street signs and a massive painted mural depicting the path of the original Duwamish River.
The station's roof is designed to harvest rainwater and store it in a 50,000-gallon cistern. The water is used to perform general cleanup activities and to meet facility health and safety requirements. We also use the rainwater for plant irrigation and to rinse collection truck tires before they leave the drop-off areas. This helps keep the local streets clean.
The interior is a closed environment, preventing birds from getting a free meal. Another unique feature are two powerful compactors that are capable of operating together.
All in all, this transfer station is a great new asset, increasing our ability to process recycling and safely transfer garbage.
The average Seattle household throws away about 15 pounds of garbage a week.
Have you ever wondered what happens to it?
6 days a week, trucks collect garbage from Seattle's businesses and residents. When the trucks are full, they take their loads to one of the city's recycling and transfer stations where each load is weighed.
52,000 pounds on the nose.
Next, trucks dump their garbage onto the station floor, where a front-end loader pushes it into a hole in the compactor or into open top containers below. The compactor is loaded with 25 tons of garbage, about the same weight as 6 elephants. Next, it's securely docked with a shipping container. The load is compacted and pushed into the container. When full, it leaves the transfer station by truck. All the garbage containers are delivered to the station rail yard and loaded onto a train. 6 days a week, 52 weeks a year. Seattle sends a mile-long train to the landfill in eastern Oregon.
This one-way trip is nearly 300 miles, but that's only half of our story.
Paper towels,
Orange peel. Coffee.
rounds,
Pizza boxes.
broccoli,
Napkins.
corn cobs,
Chicken wings.
tea bags,
Steak bones.
everything.
Leftovers can be made into compost for local parks and gardens.
Compost.
It's not garbage anymore.
Like you, I care about our forests and fish. This is a buffer zone, an expanded zone where trees are protected. Here, trees grow tall, providing shade which cools the water for salmon. Fallen trees also create resting pools where salmon can feed and spawn. Buffer zones protect salmon habitat on 10 million acres of state and private land. The Forests and Fish Law. Visit forestsandfish.com. A message from the Washington Forest Protection Association, King 5, and NWCN.
Hey, new computer. What are you gonna do with this old clunker? Hey, you gotta recycle it. These things are filled with hazardous stuff.
Yeah?
Recycle it. You can't throw it away in King County. Recycling's easy, and they can make something useful out of it.
I'd like to see that.
Recycle your old electronics at a Take It Back Network location. For a complete list of members, visit takeitbacknetwork.org.